What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are jumping into Iron Fist issue number 3. If you have not been keeping up with everything going on with the new Iron Fist, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. With our story continuing on with Lin Lai, once known as Swordmaster, wielder of the sword that was created to take down the one known as Chiyou, the god of war and dark destroyer. But recently, this sword, it has been shattered into pieces, granted the abilities of the Iron Fist when he was close to death. Now he is out here trying to piece back together this sword. Be sure to buy the comics, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up some years ago when Lin Lai was just a young boy, and his brother, 4 years older than him, they had snuck into his father's office. Getting into his study, Lin Feng had something else in mind. It appears that Lin Lai's brother, from a very early age, had a big interest in Chiyou, which would explain right now in current day, we are picked up at the first tomb of Chiyou, and Lin Feng, the brother of our new Iron Fist, is trying to get to the god of war. As Lin Feng breaks down all the forces that stand in his way, he can sense the power coming from Chiyou, calling out to him, wanting to be set free. And so can his sword. The shards that are stuck in our Swordmaster, aka Iron Fist, aka Lin Lai, they give him an immense amount of pain, feeling like acid racing through all of his veins. He knows that something is going on. He can feel something pulling in a direction, as if this is guiding him somewhere, going and chasing after this. This is what brings them to the house of Mi Min. Inside of this house, there is a giant surge of green energy pouring out of it. Knowing that the shards are still in that room, some of them that they have been taking their time and collecting all over the place. But as they go and rush inside, they see that May's father is actually an informant for Chiyou. Her mother down on the ground appearing to be unconscious. May's father has been dead for months. This guy is a replacement, a loyal servant of the Dark Destroyer, with Chiyou calling him home, being instructed to grab the sword shards. This is where the fight begins, with Yang Yi coming in and helping them out. We see everybody just getting thrown around. Having Yang in his hand, he lets the new Iron Fist know that you need to give me those sword shards or his life will be ended. Opening up this puzzle box, we see the shards, they are glowing a bright green, gathering them all up in both of his hands. He takes these shards and he shoves them into his forearms. And using this combined power, he punches straight through this monster, with Lin letting it be known that Chiyou is never going to win this war. He is going to bring the fight to him and ensure he never gets out of his slumber. As this monster dies, he lets it be known that the first seal has already been broken, and as he gets more of what he wants, everything else will fall behind it. As Lin's brother finds the sheath to the sword, this may not be all the power that the sword has, but it does have a small remnant of power that he can use against his brother. His brother sending a message letting it be known that I will meet you at the second tomb of Chiyou. As they head off to an undisclosed location somewhere in China, he happens to know where the second tomb is because he has been there before. As they make their way down the path, this is where they run into a whole army of spiders, covering the whole ground in front of them. This is where they get blindsided by Fat Cobra and Bride of 9 Spiders. Both of them immortal weapons. And it looks like they have come to put a stop to whatever the new Iron Fist has in store. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Another relatively quick issue. I really wish that they would give us more dialogue, a more in-depth description of how everything is going on. You know, you're really drawing this story out. I think this video is going to be, maybe max 8-9 minutes. And you can always tell the stories that have some kind of depth to them because they take me a while to talk about. And at the end, there's usually something of substance to really discuss. But in this one, there's not a whole lot going on. He puts more shards into his arms, he defeats this guy, a seal has been broken on the door to Chiyou. We already knew it's his brother, so nothing new is really being uncovered except for Fat Cobra and Bride of 9 Spiders. I just feel like there's a lot of wasted space. You had the opportunity to add a lot more detail and depth to your story to make it feel like I want to be attached to this story. Because at this point, I know I'm a little impatient at times, but at this point I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to drop this series. I'm gonna give it 1-2 more issues to really fill it out, see where it's going, see if this story is worth continuing on. But making us wait a month for such a lackluster storyline, it's kind of disappointing. And I really do have high hopes for this story because I think Swordmaster is a great character. I love the idea of him currently being the Iron Fist, though I hope it is something that doesn't end up being permanent. With all of that being said, I really do absolutely love the artwork. The color, the lines, absolutely freaking fantastic. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the super thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel and every little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, make sure you like this video, and until the next breakdown.